Hey guys, this is gamercal playing Pokemon trading card game again, of course, and yeah, pretty much last time we did a thing known as the tutorial stuff, and by a fairly overwhelming vote, there was no point in me continuing this after I got about 5 or so, because Charmander and Friends kind of got 4 to 1 over Squirtle. Everybody loves Charmander apparently, so yeah, Charmander and Friends is exactly what we're gonna make. So we got that deck, and we received 30 cards, that's what we had left. So yeah, duel with many different people, da-di-da, go to the card clubs. Yeah, this game is pretty much a quote-unquote rip-off of the standard games with the whole 8-gem stuff. And yeah, that is what we can kind of do now, apart from dance around a bit as well. So, first thing I'm going to do is change the message speed. Because, yeah, that's one thing they really should have let you do before the tutorial. Would have made that go about 3 times as fast, because then you could just skip the text. But, whatever. I'm not going to skip the dual animations because that would be kind of pointless. And then, otherwise, what you can do, you can save your game. That's something, of course, I've not had to do yet. Check your status, we don't have any medals, so we don't have anything there. Card, you can see what card you actually own, which is not too terrible. We have a pincer, really? That's not something I expected. And yeah, you can see some of the general stuff. We'll be seeing a lot of these later, so I'm not going to really go into them at the moment. We have Charizard, we have Arcanine, we've got 2 Ponyta, I guess, that's kind of cool. We've got a Dewgong. Dewgong's always good, and a Seaking, so basic start there. We've got Raichu. Raichu is always good. And a Zapdos. That's actually interesting, starting with a Zapdos. Huh. Starting with a legendary card already, but no, it's not the same one, so it's not bad. We also have a Machoke and a Dugtrio. Dugtrios are rare, so that's not bad. Ghastly, Kadabra, nothing really there. We have Rattata, we have Meowth. We have a couple of basic trainers. I actually start with a computer search, that's pretty good. That's one of the cards I will be actually doing, you know, farming for. And we have some energy. So that's pretty much that. And yeah, that is pretty much that. But what we can do is check our deck. You can press start so that you can see what deck type it is. It is, as you can see, fire, lightning, and fighting, which is kind of lame, but you know. Also see what cards there are. We've got Charizard, Arcanine, as we said before. Pretty much all of the cards that we had for the respective types are there. And that is just how the game goes. All of our trainers are in the deck as it is, so not much we can do with that. Was it you? Can we do that? Da-da-da, secret, computer room, yeah, we kind of know that, so that's not the guy. There was a guy that you could talk to get some energy, but I don't know if you could do it immediately. It's not Sam, obviously, because, yeah, whatever, don't care about that. Yeah, must defeat them, Master Medals, we know that. Booster pack, 10 cards, stuff, yeah, there's 4 different pack types in this game, so that's kind of there. There's an ambulance going on outside, and that's kind of weird. Anyway, the auto deck machines that you have here, if you get enough cards for them, they can build your decks. The problem is they're all inactive at the moment because there's no medal inserted. Every time you get a medal, you can put it into the machine that, you know, you got the corresponding type from, and you can actually make the decks which were in the club themselves. They're not really that great, so it's not something I would recommend that much, but yeah. And then this one you can actually save your own decks in, which is pretty good. Anyway, I know there was a guy that you could talk to for stuff, but I don't know if you can do it immediately. Apparently not, but there was a guy that you could get some energy from. Maybe you can't do that here. But what you can do is you can play this dude over here, who is basically a test guy. The thing is, his decks are actually not that terrible, especially not at the start, so this is probably going to be a loss, to be honest, because yeah, this dude is not that easy to play. And I think I'm gonna go completely neutral and go Lightning Fire, because Yeah, I have fighting types, so I can play against a lightning part relatively well, and everything else has got a weakness against a big part of the deck, so there's not much point in me doing that. Anyway, we did see how this went before, which is, battle terms, but what have we got this time? We have Pikachu, we have Magnemite, and we have enough energy to use either of them. I guess I'm gonna go Pikachu first. And then obviously Magnemite down on the bench. Now, this game, we only get some Tails, obviously, but we also only get... Wow, okay. Why is he attaching a... Oh, that must be a benched one. Yeah, we only get energy if we win this game. We don't get... we don't get actual booster packs, we just get energy. So, let's see, what does he got? He's got a lot of cards. This Pikachu is the same one I've got. It does 30 damage for 2 energy, but it does 10 to itself if you get Tails, which kind of sucks. This one takes 2 lightning energy, so it's much more specific, but it can also do 10 damage to the bench, which is quite good. Well, one of their bench. We've seen Rattata last time, 20 damage for any energy, but only 30 HP, it's kind of annoying. And Growlithe takes 2 energy to start, but it's got a lot of HP and 20 damage for an attack, so pretty good. On my side, actually, Magnemite, Thunder Wave, 10 damage, yeah, it can paralyze, which is really good, and Self-Destruct kills itself, but does damage to the bench and quite a lot to the enemy, so it can be decent? I don't know. Anyway, we have a Zapdos as well. I'm not going to play that down just now because I don't have any sort of energy for it. It's a really pointless card to have in your starting deck. Because seriously, think about it, it takes 3 lightning energy to do, like, anything. I'll show it next turn. It takes a lot of energy cards to do anything, so... Yeah, let's see, we've got 4 energy, 3 of which have to be lightning in order to do any damage. And it does 30 to itself if you flip Tails, that sucks. Thunderbolt takes 4 lightning energy. It kills just about everything. There's very few things that can survive one Thunderbolt from this thing, but you discard every energy that's attached to it, so you've got to start again. 90 HP, and it's got, what, 3 retreat cost? It doesn't have a weakness, which I guess is good, and it can tank against fighting decks, which is quite nice, but even so, it's not that good. Anyway, I am going to put a fighting energy on Pikachu, and I'm going to Thunder Jolt. And get Tails, of course, so I'm going to do damage to myself, and that's kind of bad, but the idea here is hopefully, with the way the AI tends to work, they don't tend to put energy on their active Pokemon if it's going to get knocked out, so it sort of stopped him from even thinking of putting the lightning energy down, and that was good. I'm going to put this other Pikachu down because at least it can attack with a colorless energy, so I'm hopefully going to be able to still do something next turn. But yeah, we KO that, we get the Switch. Switch is basically lets you retreat for nothing. It also gets around retreat costs, not just retreat costs, but status conditions. So it's a pretty useful card to have, and ow, that's gonna hurt. Oof. Wow, plus power, 20 damage, that sucks. Do I have one of those myself? No. There is one in the deck, but I don't have it out on me. And Potion. I don't tend to play Potion at all because I don't tend to want it that much, but yeah. Not much point in doing anything else apart from Thunder Jolt, and I get heads this time, so I don't hurt myself, which is really good. So I might actually win this after all, because this Pikachu looks like it's going to tank quite a lot of hits here. I get Charmeleon, that's really pointless. The problem with the basic decks... Alright, it just sorts it by type, not by... I guess I was wrong last time. It sorts them by preferential type as opposed to stage of evolution. But anyway, the problem with basic decks that like this is that there's pretty much no search and draw within them. I have 1 Professor Oak and 2 Bill, and I think I have 1 computer search, so I'm relying on luck of the draw in order to actually get anything going here, and that really isn't good. you know, it's just way too slow. Anyway, that Rattata is a douche because it knocked out my Pikachu, but you know what? I got lightning energy for my prize. Rattata has just 30 HP, so yeah, you can see where this is going. Anyway, Professor Oak, this is one card I would usually play, but in this sort of deck, it's just... I've only got one Charmeleon, one Raticate, and one Machoke, and this forces me to discard every card in the hand so that I can draw a new one. So basically, it would screw me over. Therefore, I'm not going to play it just now. That's totally obvious when you think about it. I get Dog Trick. See, I'm getting all the evolutions and I have no basics. This is so annoying. Anyway, Voltorb, it does tackle for one colorless, which is yay, I guess. I have no idea. It's not that special, to be honest. I have nothing that I can use these energy on. And because of that, I'm actually going to gnaw this turn and Thunder Jolt next turn, just in case I flip Tails. Because I don't want to flip Tails and end up having... Oh, you are a douche, man. Oh, that... And he's got plus power. Fantastic. So he's actually going to take me out. Oh, no way. Okay, right, so this is pretty bad. We got I don't have any... I might actually have to Professor Oak this hand because there is nothing I can do with it whatsoever. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the Zapdos down. I'm going to put the Fire Energy on this so that I can actually just retreat and go to Zapdos. Zapdos has got 90 HP, so it's a massive tank in this situation, and I'm going to try and not set it up, but I'm going to try and use it as stall fodder, basically. I have a switch in hand, so I have a few turns that I can try and get something. Full heal, just heal status, it does nothing for me at the moment. But yeah, this is definitely going to be a lot more annoying than I expected. This is the problem with not having any cards which can draw, or search, or do any of the usual jazz, because now he's just going to be able to set up hugely here. But the thing is, if I drew that, I could actually win this, because Magmar, it's kind of not that tanky, but if I show it off here, it does a lot of damage. Takes 2 fire energy to do it, so it's pretty specific, but 30 damage for that, 50 damage for 3 energy, but you have to discard a fire energy on it, but it does a lot of damage, and that is very good. So next turn, because of the 10 damage which is on that Voltorb in the first place, I can take my last prize by fire punching it to death. Just like that, and you switch, so that I can go to Magmar and then Fire Punch for 30 damage, which knocks out Voltorb. Ahoy! That was a little bit more annoying than it should have been, curse you plus powers, but we managed to win, which is actually really good. Aaron is not an easy opponent to play as your very first one, which is funny because he's like tutorial guy. But yeah, we get Colosseum Pack as it's called, it's just because there's no separate pack for it in this one, and we get ourselves some energy. Lots and lots of fighting, so I guess I might be using that soon. I don't know, obviously I'm going to try and get my deck down to just 2 colors rather than a tricolor deck, because it's just horrible having a tricolor deck, but there's not much I can do about it right now. Anyway, you guys have chosen the fire deck, of course, so I guess the obvious first place would be grass. And I am going to do that because there are some duelists in here, not named you, which I want to play for certain packs, so I'm going to do that anyway. Getting Grass Medal wasn't hard. Yeah, this dude is your rival for the game, and he has a funny music. I don't know, I like his music, basically. But yeah, Carl, what are we doing? We are going to try and get legendary cards, just like you, douchebag. Yeah, whatever, just shut up. Teach you what it's about to inherit. Yeah, we know that, we've already seen that. You get the 8 medals, then you defeat the 4 Grandmasters. It's the same as the main game, it's just without the exploration part because, yeah, the game decided to do that. Whatever, won the first medal. He is literally just Gary in this game, pretty much. Anyway, in here we have a PC, and that's the first thing I'm gonna do because we can read the mail, and Mason will give us mail from time to time to explain stuff. Booster packs, collect the same pack, duel the same person many times to get the pack. That's what I'm gonna be doing, sort of off-camera stuff for particular cards, but there's a set way I'm gonna do this because it's with an emulator. So yeah. And another one's to use card pop, but that is a link cable. Well, it's not even a cable actually, but it's like infrared communication stuff. It's with 2 games, you can't really do it on an emulator. I've already tried, there's no net play with this thing at all, which really sucks. But yes, he does indeed give us booster packs, and we get ourselves another pincer, which I guess is kind of okay. We also get, yeah, seal, that's not terrible. Raticate might be useful. What have we got? Yeah, Raticate might be. Diglett probably will be, I think, because I think I only have 1 Diglett in the deck. This card is... it's very, very finicky. I almost never get them to work. However, it is going to be something I play quite a lot, especially until I get the rarer, more upgraded sort of version later on. Because, yeah, if you do flip heads, you get any Pokemon out of your deck, which is very, very good, of course. Yeah, sending stuff by email, so whatever, we'll read that later, and we've already got the cards, so nobody cares. You can see the rules and the glossary stuff here, so you can see what everything means. I've kind of explained that as we go along. Card album, you just see what packs there are and see what cards out of the packs you've got. And that is basically it. This game was compatible with the Game Boy printer, so you could do stuff that way, but not much else to really say. So very briefly, let's go ahead and change our deck up a little bit. I'm not going to put the Raticate in because I don't have a third Rattata, so there's no point. Diglett, oh, I did have enough anyway, so I'm not going to put the other Diglett in just now because there's no point. I will, however, put the Pikachu in because that is actually kind of useful. So I'm going to take Meowth out because this Meowth, not that thing, this one, 2 colorless energy, and it does either 20 damage, yeah, it does basically 20 damage to one of the opponent's Pokemon at random. So it's not really that good, especially not when it can't evolve. So yeah, that's kind of there. I could put another Ponyta in, but there's no point when I don't have Rapidash. Basically, Ponyta does 20 for 2 colorless or 30 for 2 fire, energy-wise. So it's alright, but it's not too great without Rapidash, because it only has 40 HP and it has a retreat cost, so it's kind of lame. I have so many fighting energy there, that is really funny actually. Kind of makes me think I should try and build firefighting, but whatever. What I'm going to end up doing for a lot of this actually is to try and build this up as 2 color decks most of the time. I usually only use single color because they're easier to actually get the energy for, but providing I get the right trainers and stuff for what I want, I should be able to do it. I don't think I need to change anything here apart from taking out something so that I can keep 60 cards. I'm gonna take out a lightning energy, I think, because I don't need quite so many of those. So we'll save that. And yeah, why not? We'll actually go ahead and do another game here because, yeah, Master of the Grass Cloud, Nikki's out, but we can play Brittany, and she has a very, very interesting deck actually. I don't know how much of a fan of it I really am, although I have tried to build one similar to this before. She uses a tetracolor deck, I think. She actually uses the Eevee evolutions along with Venomoth. Hopefully we'll get to see that as it goes along. Anyway, I have a fighting energy and I don't have a lightning, so Machop is the obvious start. We've seen what it can do already, 20 damage for 1 fighting energy, pretty good. And she has a Tangler to start with. That's annoying as all hell, because if she flips heads, which she doesn't this time, but if she flipped heads, she would actually be able to paralyze me and stop me from attacking in that turn, which would suck. Right, fighting energy on you, gonna use the bills so that I can draw 2 cards, and we get a Diglett. Diglett is unfortunately grass weak though, and it has no real HP to speak of. It's a pretty powerful card for its level actually, but yeah, only 30 HP and nothing against that. Yeah, that is her bench. She has even more than I thought. She actually has fighting as well? Oh, it's not her that has that deck, is it? It's somebody else. I'm stupid. Whatever. The point is, she has a very weird deck that's not really grass at all. It's just like tons of stuff. Don't get heads. Damn it, game. Well, if I can draw a lightning energy, then Pikachu will be able to finish it off. Or I could just draw Charmander. You know, that always helps too. Have I? Yes, I do. Right, okay, so now I can attach stuff to the Charmander and all will be well with the world. Because Charmander, well, it does 10 damage for one colorless, or it does 30 for a fire and a colorless, but you have to discard a fire. That's Ember kind of does that. And why does she keep paralyzing me? God dang it. I've also got Rattata, that's interesting. I don't have Raticate, however, but still, I can put it down. It's interesting because it has 0 retreat cost, so it's always good to go to when you're kind of stuck, pretty much. So anyway, come on, can I at least get a turn to attack here? Yes, I will, because now she's using that. Poison does 10 damage to you in between both players' turns. So it's going to do 10 here, it's also going to do 10 next turn, so she's actually going to finish me off with this. Which is really horrible, I don't like that at all, but I don't have much of a choice in the matter. So, yay, I guess. Not really. I probably should have put that on Diglett actually, but oh well, who cares. Low kick, I can at least do damage to her before I go down, and I am going to go down on her turn rather than my turn, so I can come in and revenge kill pretty quickly. Energy Surge, get a basic energy, nothing special really. She clearly didn't have anything she wanted to put it on. I'd have probably maybe put it on Magnemite, but that's just me. Anyway, she takes first blood, which kinda sucks, but Charmander can easily come in and revenge kill. We got a Raichu. I don't have any energy to put on Pikachu though, but Raichu can take 2 of any type. So long as I can draw at least 1 lightning energy, I should be able to use it quite nicely. We'll just have to see how it goes, but anyway, Scratch, that's kind of there. Full heal, that would have been nice last turn game. Seriously now. But yeah, it's there I guess. Charmander is probably going to go down to this thing because yeah, it's going to do a lot of damage and I don't think I can outwin against it. Well, maybe I could, but I'm not going to because she has some lightning Pokemon down and that's all she has otherwise. So Diglett has a lightning resistance, which I'm going to abuse to as much as I can basically. And yeah, Ember for 30 damage, discard 1 of the fire. I'm probably going to die anyway. So yeah, this is actually not good because man. Okay, I've got a plus power, so I can take this one out. This is good. Plus power does 10 more damage to the active when it's used, pretty much. It's only usable for that 1 turn, but still, it's there. Another fighting energy is good because now Diglett can come in and actually kill stuff afterwards, which I approve of quite nicely. Why does she have to have Nidoran? Oh, damn it! This is gonna be really annoying because Nidoran is of course a grass type and Diglett has a grass weakness and bad times. So Mud Slap, 30 damage for 2 energy, it's pretty powerful to be honest, it's just Diglett does not have a lot of HP and yep, she retreats and she is going to kill me with this most likely. Unless she only flips 1 heads. Come on, Tails! Damn it! Why can't we have good things in this game? Oh. This is the problem with a multicolored deck, basically, is that it just kind of flops in the end. Well, I've not got much I can really do. She only has one prize left to take, so yeah, it's all or nothing at this point, and I don't think I can survive long enough. If I can somehow get Raichu out, then I might stand a chance. No, because she's got lightning energy, and yeah. That's kind of the way it goes in the end, because yeah, the initial decks are the worst thing ever. There's nothing you can really do with them at all, and despite best playing, that's kind of what happens. So yeah, no packs for that. And well, I guess that's going to be it for this one. I am definitely going to beat her next time because, yeah, that's kind of annoying. But this has been gamercal playing Pokemon trading card game, and join me next time when we actually take our revenge on this one. It's kind of funny when you think about it. I beat the harder guy and lost to her. Oh, well, she just kind of got herself not even set up, but she just had everything right at the right times, and what can you do? Anyway, see you next time.